Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Forwind, here playing as, of course, the Qing. So, we're doing pretty good. We've beaten up Japan to a very large degree. It should take, let's see, roughly 3 wars to finish them off. Assuming we don't hit higher levels of absolutism in the meantime. We're at 7. Hopefully we can get that higher. Especially since we can now do stuff like very, very cheap, harsh treatment. So that's what I'll be working with. Of course, there's these guys here who I'm not too happy with. There we go. We're up to 10 absolutism. Other than that, so let's see. I think we can go after Transoxana again. But we don't want to because of their allies. Yarkhan's a tributary. Who else are we looking at? Can attack Kazakh for a while. How about Russia? Russia is, in fact, attackable, although I don't know if I'd want to necessarily pick a fight with Russia when I am, in fact, behind in military tech and units. So, we'll refrain from any Russia wars for the meantime. Anyhow, thank you to, of course, all the people on Discord who were very nice this past week when I was rather ill. It was very much appreciated. In fact, I have played with several of you and told you as much. So, the revolts of the 3 feudatories. Huh. I'm gonna let them revolt, and then I'm just gonna march sail over there and wipe them out because I can't say they look particularly threatening. Let's see, there's 1, 2. Where's the third? Is there? Oh, there it is. Okay. Of course, we've got our 1 fleet in the west, the 1 army in the west, and the 2 in the east, just to keep things under control. Yes, let's start spying on Japan again. And we'll very quickly dispatch these guys to hunt down rebels. They should do rather quickly. And let's add some heavy ships to our growing fleet. Yeah, we can't actually core all of these just yet. But we will work our way towards that. Big point of all of this is we've cut off Russia from expanding pretty much anywhere in the east without a fight with me, which they could probably win at the moment. So they instead will have to go west, which of course means invading the Baltic states or fighting their way into the region of Poland and such. Which I don't know if they're ready to do yet. Quite yet. We are really needing some military stuff. I'm hoping the Ottomans and Russia will go to war soon. They've got to be relatively close to it. Oh my. We have to reduce some inflation here, it looks like. For sure. I didn't realize it had snuck up that high. All I really need is to get to this next economic idea and everything will start working properly, but obviously not there yet. I think we're good. We've got our colonies functioning. Alright, yes, they're still colonizing. Still got a ways to go there. We gotta wipe out the Siberian tribal councils at some point. What else we got? Because we're behind in tech, because we probably are. How is institution doing? We need 4,000 gold. 4,700 gold. Okay. That might take a little while. Well, there's over 1,000, so progress. Let's quickly stop these revolts. At 11 military power, we can afford to do quite a lot. let's hire you, I suppose. Okay, that looks good. We are still making money with most of our forts raised. I should probably mothball the forts. Probably. Not that I particularly want to, but we should. Let's put these two armies towards drilling. Get a little bit more of that army professionalism if possible. We'll drill these guys. No guy. See, I wish these tiny one province nations weren't necessarily allied to anybody, because then I'd swiftly vassalize them and, you know, feed them land probably. Is that literally just Russia versus them? Oh no, Great Britain is involved. Not necessarily what I wanted to say. What do we want to do here? Tech cost, institution spread. We'll take that. Not that I think it'll help decrease the institution cost anytime soon, but you never know. Problem is manufacturing spread rather slow. Rather slowly through lands that do not actually themselves have manufacturers. Okay, but we are getting 19 gold a month. We are still rooting out corruption, but that's going to be, you know, a battle for the ages. And apparently we can go after Kazakh, who is has in fact no allies. Okay. Can I just outright attack you guys, or do I have to fabricate some claim? Questions, questions, questions. We apparently are still in fact working on annexing the Orate Horde. Probably a good thing. We do not have claims on these guys. Okay, let's get some. Might as well wipe out the last two provinces of these guys, especially when pretty much all their claims are on my land. We can worry about Transaxana later. And how are we doing with integrating Islam? 20 years. That would give us 6 of the harmonized religions that we want to get, and we need one more after that. Which will probably be the Christian group or the Dharmic group if I get to India. So let's quickly stop these revolts. There we go. Amazing how fast you can get absolutism if you take that 50% cheaper harsh treatment cost on top of your other stuff. We're already up to 16 absolutism. Do I want to embrace Korean culture? Yeah, you know what, let's embrace the Korean culture. I don't think we have any particular reason to want to integrate or culturally convert Korea. Plus, once we get Mandate of Heaven, I think we get tolerance of all Chinese religions. But I could be crazy. Probably am. No. Sorry, Anu, we are not going to fund you there. Where are the Ottomans still in particular? It's interesting. So let's see. Thormund in Ireland is still holding out due to their alliance with France. France is turning into quite a monster. Brandenburg's doing pretty well. Prussia is in fact still alive, but does not have the Prussian monarchy form. Saxony is doing well, which is I'm happy to see. And I don't know what is coming of these weird contortions of the country of Hungary, but I'm going to guess that they expanded out here and then have gotten crushed. Silesia is back, Bohemia is dying, Austria is doing fairly well. Aragon, of course, has now integrated everybody except for Castile and, of course, their ally France. But are they in fact under attack by Aragon? No. I'm surprised Aragon can't actually form Spain at this point. They must be missing one or so of the lands needed. I don't want to give the merchants this much money, but I have to. On the other side, we now do have the yearly influence, so I now can stop worrying about that. That should, over the course of quite a few years, bring that under control. I don't know if I actually want to do that. Still the largest empire in the game, but obviously the tech, being behind in tech, is causing some issues. Let's get a claim on their capital. Ulti Kudak, I guess. Move our troops, and then we will swiftly overwhelm and occupy their 3 provinces, of which I only seem to see 2. Oh, it's way up there. Okay, well that I guess eliminates the pretty much completely last Russian expansion area. With the small exception of course, no guy, but we're not going to get that far there. We'll actually take the prestige hit. Go, let's jump to our other armies, make sure they stay drilling. We don't need them in this war. We probably don't even need to lead the war ourselves. Our vassals would have handled it, but how's this conversion going? 11 years. Then we can have the Orate Horde under our control, which of course will add quite a bit of land. And when do we get our advance off? I always forget which age this is. Or tech. 23, I think? So 2 more tech levels. Once we can actually get rid of the institution penalty we're suffering through. Which, I mean, 15% isn't too terrible, but it's really only 5 for us, but we should get rid of that. We are not going to cede land to those guys. Sorry, it doesn't work like that. There, full annexation, take the money. I wonder what's going to happen to these guys. Are they just going to stay there, or... Oh, I wonder. Let's not free Kazakh for some random reason. Let's just treat our way through most of these provinces. 21 absolutism. We ideally want to hit porting country at 50 at some point. When can we attack Japan again? 7 years. Okay. So let's fabricate some more claims on them then. How is our spying on the Ottomans going? Not particularly well. The Ottomans do not have that much of a military tech lead. A little disappointing. Okay, well, that was a relatively easy war as expected. Nice and stable. Bit of a land grab. Can we attack these guys? I guess I'll stop spying on Japan. I already got 2 claims on them anyway. They are in fact fighting Georgia. Oh. They only have 1 ally, Jean Per. Jean Per is in fact in debt, but of course we'll always join them. Okay, we'll attack these guys then. Almaty's over there. Let's go for the fort. Yeah. And how much does John Per bring to this? 64,000 troops. Ooh. Currently they're preoccupied, but still. Let's pull you over. Specifically to take Almaty, if no one else has at that point. Your Khan is in fact not in this war. Technically not a vassal either, they're just a tributary state. Good to know. So I've been kind of poking around, and as awesome as taking the Mandate of Heaven will be from the Ming, it's really going to weaken the country in the long run, so I'm almost tempted to save it to very late in this Let's Play, or honestly create a separate save file and just do the achievement that way. as much as I would hate to have to, cheat. I don't know if it's entirely worth causing long-term problems for this Let's Play. True, I get the, some bonuses and everything, but I do lose the, apparently this battle, first off. Let's get out of there. Better tactics and slightly better discipline. Oh, and a better commander. And I was defending on a hill. Makes sense I lost that one. Still annoying, don't get me wrong. Still rather annoying. Holland has now snuck into the Great Nations. 507 development, 340 of which are subjects. Veraskin, Dutch Mexico, Nova Hollanda, and New Holland. Wow, so they must have gotten the entire East Coast and Mexico? So I suspect that's, what, Canada, Mexico, and Eastern United States. We, of course, can't see it, so we don't know. Let's do that. Raise war taxes. That should help a little bit. We really need these offensive ideas. Let's offend Japan. We don't really care that much about them. I bet Jean Per is going to be invading my land in the south then? Yeah, it looks like that. Ay, ay, ay. No. We need to save money, not keep taking it away from me. Let's go for these forts. Two of my armies together should be able to deal with one of John Per's. 14 years? Okay, that sounds good. That sounds very good. There we are. We have now met the Siberian clan councils. That's good. Any of these that help me? Not particularly in terms of trade, just in terms of development. We're very tolerant of everybody, so let's just throw down one here, I guess? And what about you? Any allies? No allies. Fabricate claims. Probably transport that fleet force up there? We're gonna suffer casualties. You know what, let's wait. We'll send the smaller army, I guess. Keep you drilling. I don't think we're gonna need that army, but you never know. Our banners are still good. Absolutism is slowly growing. Hopefully we've got unrest reasonably under control. Of course that'll go down with an expansion of land. Let's barrage you. I'd like to take at least one fort here. I think we'll take mostly this land, although I wouldn't be opposed to cutting them off from Timurids and Khorasan either. Decisions, 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 don't you know? Okay, spies were discovered in the Ottomans. You know, we could probably stop spying on the Ottomans, in all honesty. Don't seem to be contributing that much. Ah, better general. 5% is nice, but I don't think it's a game changer at the moment. I mean, it is pretty useful still. Oh well, I'll think about it. Let's move in there and move in there. There, in fact, is Transoxana and the others arriving. John Per is still, in fact, fighting these guys as well. Pretty much India is down to 4 nations, of which Vijayanagar is the largest. As long as they keep fighting, I will keep invading the northern regions. Any chance that there is India? Not particular. Looks like they're actually converting the Hindus, I guess technically. Yeah. What do you want to give me? If I did this, 65, but I could do it. Definitely do that. I'm gonna have to find some way either to deal with Jonapur or just pretty much ignore them. It only makes it harder though, because they've got the majority of forts in this alliance. No cheaper tech yet. Did take the siege though. Good, we have a ticking war score, even better. Did I get surpassed by the Ottomans? I think I did. I think the Ottomans are no longer a valid rival for me, was that it? Probably. Merv has fallen. Do that. Steady all around. Maybe we do invade Jaunpur, even though I'm a little bit reluctant to fight their military. Actually, you know what? Let's just kind of wait here. There's that lock. There's the lock. Everybody in. Everybody in. Easy victory. Perfect. Exactly what we want to have. Okay, it's not all the way there, but it's making progress. Oh, looks like we lost. No, we didn't. I was going to say, I think we lost our cheaper harsh treatment, but in fact, we haven't. It's just more expensive. More rebellious rebels, I guess. Oof. The military power cost, though. Take that. We've still got enough manpower, so losing 20,000 isn't a huge issue. Oh, there's a siege of Merv going on. That's not nice to see. Jaunpur. Okay, if we take a Jaunpuri fort, that's Jaunpuri, right? Oh, Awadhi fort, I guess technically. We'll be in relatively good shape. Kind of want peace. Now they kind of don't now. Okay. I don't know if we actually want to help them that much, but... we didn't actually win that. Oh well. 15. What do we need to piece you out? 33. Quite a ways then. Quite a ways. Ay, ay, ay. Everybody, I'm getting hit by inflation left and right here. I know I took that inflation reduction idea, but that only does so much per month. Anyhow, that will be it for this episode. So we're probably going to take over a good portion of Trans-Oksana. And then we will be picking another fight with Japan next episode. And we're also going to be picking a fight with Kyodent over here to take over the rest of the Baltic, the Eastern Siberia region. And then we'll see how we go. Still a little undecided on the Mandate of Heaven, but we'll see. So thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.